that you guys don't acknowledge him as the Messiah? And secondly, I've always wanted to know, like, if Jesus was not crucified and it was only made to appear so, how does that align with a loving God? How does that make Allah loving if he knows that as a result of this crucifixion, billions of people are going to put their faith and trust in Jesus Christ, but they are in a deception? And then the verse 159 goes on to say, and then that Isa is going to judge, be a witness to them against them in the day of judgment. So it's like, how does that align with a loving God if he only made it to appear like he was crucified?
So why deceive so many people?
It's not a deception. So I remember when I first became Muslim and I heard this, I was like, he didn't die on the cross? What are you talking about, right? We believe that Jesus was switched, honestly, with another person. I don't know if you listen to the Gospel of Barnabas, but they say that possibly that it was actually Judas that was crucified.
Because he told the Roman soldiers where Jesus was, and that God saved him. That God was like, no, you're not going to harm one of my beloved servants. So he removed him from the situation and took him to paradise.
But let's get it clear, Jesus is a very special prophet and being, period. He's not like, he's endowed with a lot of supernatural, like karamat or miracles. So you're gonna, when we're talking about him, it's like, well, how do you do? He like healed the leopard, walked on water, raised the dead, healed the blind, gave life to the real. So we're not trying to diminish Jesus because we don't worship Jesus, right? So that's just, but it's just that essentially that he was switched with another person. But Jesus is to return. And we can get to that in a second.
Allah is okay with that, knowing that basically I'm going to hell because he's
No. Everyone is guided.
Jesus was sent for his time. Jesus was sent for that time. So the people who existed during that time were supposed to follow Jesus, peace be upon him. However, God sends prophets to every nation, and God sends prophets to every time. So as Muslims, we believe that Jesus was sent for his time with his message, and that today the prophet for the end of time, like the last prophet, the sealed prophet for all of mankind, rahmatan lil alamin, the mercy to the world, is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And that does mean that also that includes that Jesus will come back in the end of time.
Surah in the Quran, chapter 4, 157 in the Quran, they attribute a statement of boasting to the Jews, and it says, in boasting, the Jews said, we have killed Jesus, the Messiah, prophet of Allah. Is there anything historical that can affirm that statement? Because to my understanding, you guys do not believe he's the Messiah.
Yeah, no, but we also don't believe that we killed him.
Right, so that was what I wanted to know.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, no.